Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to all of you. My name is Muhammad Hafiz bin Syari Izwan, matrix number 214276. I would like to apology for this inconvenience because I cannot show my face today because I cannot find a way to record my face also, because just now I use Google Meet and also Zoom, but they cannot record my face and record my voice also. So if they record my face, they cannot hear my voice. If they hear my voice, they cannot record my face. So I don't know how to do it. So secondly, I would like to apologize because I cannot be with all of you to do this presentation today, because maybe by the time you see this video, I am on my way to KLIA because I will send my parents to perform their haji, and I would like to ask for my Muslim friends to pray for the safety of my parents, and they will perform a good haji, and they will come back to Malaysia safely, inshallah. Alright, let's go to the presentation. So first and foremost, I will present about conservation of environment, and this is part of the Sustainable Act, Sustainable Movement, which include three parts, and one of the part is environment. So my presentation will be divided into three things, which the first one is RSPO certified plantation, second consumer product, and lastly government regulations. So I would like to ask a question to Khairul Najmi. Alright, Khairul, what do you know about RSPO? Alright, that's good. So RSPO stands for Roundtable on Sustainable Palm Oil. You can see here, this is their website. So what is the function of RSPO? RSPO, they are established in 2014 as a collaboration between stakeholders. RSPO sets principle and criteria, which in short term, we call it P&C, for sustainable palm oil production. It covering environmental, social, and economic aspect. Palm oil producer can undergo RSPO certification to demonstrate compliance with the P&C. So RSPO certified plantation, this principle and criteria which is P&C, protection of natural resources, respect for land rights, responsible plantation management. For example, we have United Plantation Berhad in Malaysia. This is their website. You can see this old school truck here. So, United Plantation Berhad, a leading palm oil producer based in Malaysia, has obtained RSPO certification for its plantation. So, they have maybe thousands of hectares of plantation, and they managed to have these RSPO certifications. They have implemented sustainable land management practices, including protecting high conservation value areas and minimizing chemical usage, while also providing fair working conditions for their employees. So I would like to highlight about minimizing chemical usage. So when we say about minimizing chemical usage, of course we will move to the alternative, which is biological approach, and also the chemical usage. This is because, just like what Doctor teaches in the previous lecture, some of the farmers and also the plantation, they know how to use the appropriate amount of chemical usage, and sometimes the chemical usage will be waste, and it will pollute the environment. Alright, secondly, consumer product. You can see here, this is some of the brand that we highly recognize, which is Colgate, KFC, Nestle, and also Starbucks. So the way I see this issue here, because palm oil is a raw material that somehow and in a small amount that will be used in consumer product. So the way I see it, if the consumer product companies and also consumer product brands, Nurul Anis join. Alright. If the consumer product brands, they do not support this movement, so this movement of sustainable things will not last long. So next. Alright. So about Nestle. So Nestle in their official website, they has a dedicated page about responsibly sourced palm oil. Nestle website outlined their commitment to responsible palm oil sourcing, their collaboration with RSPO, and their effort to address deforestation and human rights issue in the palm oil supply chain. Second, Ferrero. Ferrero website provide insight into their sustainable palm oil policy, their commitment to RSPO certification, and their initiative to promote transparency and responsible sourcing. So just like what I say just now, the palm oil consumer product. The consumer product that use palm oil, they want to support the sustainable movement by ensuring the source of palm oil that they use in their product has the RSPO certification. And lastly, but not least, the part of government regulation. So on paper, we can talk a lot of things, but without the regulation and enforcement by the government, this will be only on paper and it will not be translated into real life. So there are three main things. First, the MSPO certification. Second, land use policies and forest conservation. And lastly, forest landscape restoration. So, I would like to ask this question to Hanif. Alright, so Hanif, can you answer this question? So, what does MSPO certification stands for? Alright, yeah. So, MSPO stand for Malaysian Sustainable Palm Oil. So basically it does the same thing with RSPO, but it's the Malaysian thing. So secondly, land use policy and forest conservation. That's straightforward. And lastly, forest landscape restoration. This kind of interesting because to add for this fact, it is the Malaysian government launched the Heart of Borneo initiative in collaboration with Indonesia and Brunei to conserve and restore the biodiversity-rich rainforests on the island of Borneo. The initiative aims to protect the remaining forest area, including those affected by palm oil expansion, and restore degraded landscape. So as we all know, in the Sabah and Sarawak, there are a lot of palm oil, and palm oil, they take a lot of spaces. So they will cut off trees, and they will clear the land, and they will plant palm oil. So what this Heart of Borneo initiative, they want to conserve the environments and the forest area that are affected by the palm oil. They want to restore, and they want to restore also degraded landscape. Alright, so back to the MSPO certification. This is the website. So after going through this website, we can know that in 2015 MSPO is introduced, and by 2019 all of palm oil producer are compulsory to have this certification. So MPOB is responsible for promoting and also enhancing and also enforcing MSPO. So what is the benefit of MSPO? First, the plantation got a good reputation. Second, they have access to government support program. And lastly, they have the authorization to use the MSPO logo. Alright, so that's all from me. I hope that you learned something from this presentation. So if you guys have any inquiry, feel free to WhatsApp me now and I will answer your question, inshallah. Alright, that's all from me. Thank you all. Thank you, doctor. Assalamualaikum. Bye bye.